Hello and welcome to Ultimate General, the Civil War. This is the Battle of Kettle Run, which think I don't recall that actually being a thing. I don't know. But what we basically have to do is come here and grab that. Normally, I think you're supposed to, or they expect you to take the road up. We're not going to do that. We're going to come up from behind the mountain and come over the top. They will probably see us, but we're still going to try to be as stealthy as possible. And we are not going to be using cannon in this one because we just have to move too much. So I'm going to take these skirmishers because it'll be nice to have them both for their vision and their speed. So let's go ahead and start this thing, and we are on our way. We are going to take these guys. We're going to do this a little bit differently than this actually lets out, but we're going to basically move them to that position along with the general and along with the supplies. We're going to speed this up. This is going to take a little bit for those guys to get across the field. Now, this is one of the scenarios that you got to capture this thing kind of within this time frame. Sometimes that's necessary in these, and sometimes it's not. It's very inconsistent in each of these battles, what may or may not be involved with this clock. And, I'm not too thrilled with the way that particularly works because you just really don't know what you're working with. I mean, yeah, you can look it up online or you can play the game a lot and start to remember these things. But we have to take this pretty quickly once we get to the top, so there's not going to be too much dawdling. There's part of me that almost wants to double quick these guys, as a matter of fact. Now, these guys have some really nice weapons that they did not have before. They have these JF Brown. They have scopes. They have like a 90 here. Well, they have a decent damage. They have a 600 effective range, a decent fire. Like on that accuracy is 95. So you can see how close these guys are. If it wasn't for those cannon right there, I'd just move them a little bit closer and just start taking pot shots at these guys. But I really want the infantry up prior to me doing something like that. And these guys are all visible, right? So it's not like we're sneaking up. But slowly but surely, these guys are getting there. Maybe speed it up a little bit more. All right. We're going to take it to normal speed. We're going to take all of these guys and now just slightly alter where they're headed. Now, what's going to be nice about these guys is I am going to go ahead and put out some skirmishers. And then I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to start taking pot shots at them. These skirmishers are basically to distract the artillery as much as possible. These guys just have to be right on the edge, and they're just going to start picking them off. So I'm going to back them up just a little bit. And then we'll start bringing this side down. And just that little bit of harassment on the front should just cause all sorts of chaos for them. We're going to bring everybody down to attack the cannon. And then we're going to bring this guy here to attack there, and this guy here to attack here, and then he will be flanked There will be nobody to defend those cannon, and they're going to be forced to bring the rest of their troops up. Bring this guy over here in case somebody tries to come up over here to flank these guys. These guys are they just need to be attacked, and even though they are running, they can reform. And right, definitely are giving General Early some problems. It kind of concerns me that we haven't made it very far over here. I'd have somebody in those trees if I were them, so. We just need to keep aiming at these guys. I want to get that artillery. I don't care how weak the artillery might be. It makes me nervous knowing there's cannon on the field. God damn it. So presumably, these guys will actually ever fire. They should have a pretty decent fire rate, too. We're just going to back these guys up. Just keep those guys charging up the hill. And we'll bring down here and get these guys flanked. These guys don't have any oomph left, you can tell. They're starting. There we go. Alright, we're going to need to get these guys down here because, as I suspected, these guys should get some decent shots off. That's not bad. That's a pretty nice kill ratio right there. Alright, it should not be too much for us at this point in time to claim that victory location, although we do have a half an hour to do so. And the more of those we knock down, yay, we just destroyed those cannon. That is awesome. Driving the cannon from the field is a good thing. Always get nervous anytime these supply wagons come into play because I just always expect it to be annoying. See, these guys are so out of range of these guys, they're just going to take pot shots for a while and crank up that kill count. I'm not even sure why that's even remotely a Confederate flag right now. We should be claiming it here any second. Oh, shoot. None of this is exactly how I intended it to be, but go ahead and rejoin. All right, so we have driven away early. We can probably drive away these guys with not too much trouble. I mean, these guys just can't have that much left. These guys have nothing left. So we're just going to concentrate our power on the ones that do. And if we need to, we'll just zip these guys down a little bit and let them work their magic on, what, Forno? Not familiar with that, Commander. It shouldn't take too much for any of this. In fact, I could probably charge these guys right now, and that would be the end of them. Especially if I did it with 2. I don't want to be this close to these guys, but it will be going into their flanks, and they're already weak. So I'm just going to move them forward. And then they're going to be perfectly situated to take them out. Just shoot. Please shoot. There we go. It didn't exactly mean to do this again. Well, we can finish. So we're going to go ahead and, finish them off if it'll let us. It wasn't my... It's never my intention to, like, destroy everybody on the field. It just keeps happening. All right, we're going to tell them not to shoot, which will allow us to capture these supplies, I hope. Which we did. And now we're going to face this direction. And we may send early this direction. So... No, no, no. I'm honestly shocked that these guys haven't just broken. Alright, just everybody charge. Just everybody charge. If everybody charges, this should be over in no time. Alright, they're going probably after these guys, which is too bad. They don't have any juice left. I mean, there's just nothing left of them. Oh. We did take prisoners. That's good. There's just not too much left. I don't think for these guys. Take 3 of these guys up here. We'll send this guy over here. We're going to double quick him because now we're not, because he's only got 10 condition left. Alright, well, if they need to fight, I guess. Guess we can do that. Can't tell if that one ran off or not. I kind of missed it. Looks like these guys are done. All right. Looks like they're good. They don't have a whole lot left. There's no doubt about it. We do need to bring these guys forward if we can. We're going to double click these guys back here. It shouldn't take too much longer to drive these guys from the field. I mean, we've clearly already won. We've definitely done a lot of damage to them. And we'll flank our leaf with these guys. We'll just move them forward a little bit. Give them a little bit better of a shot. I'm just going to speed this up because most of this is just waiting for this to happen. I really don't like the amount of men we're wasting on this. Did I not send these guys over here? I thought I did. So yeah, this should be... it shouldn't be too much more of this, I don't think. It's just a matter of chasing this guy across the map. Or letting the other time run out. And at this point in time, it won't work with him. I want to make them all double click. Because I don't know what condition they may or may not have. These guys have nothing left either, so I just don't care. I just want to fight them. In fact, I go as far as saying these guys have more nothing left than these guys, if that makes sense. So we're doing pretty good, obviously. We're about to drive them from the field, and I'm hoping we have a pretty good kill ratio. We should. Like I said, I'm not too happy with the amount of casualties we're taking, but some of these guys are low because, you know, they have the skirmishers detached from them as well. So it's not really the end of the world. But as we chase these guys down the hill, it's nice to see him running. If only it happened this easily in the real Civil War, it would have been a little simpler of a time. There we go. All right. So we went in roughly even. He had a lot more cannon than I, so he actually had more troops than I did. But we lost a lot less. And that's almost 4-1. Actually, it is over 4-1 when you include the cannon. Plus, we captured a lot of them. So that's a pretty decent deal. Victory. Look at that. I'll tell you what, those scoped rifles are something. All right, well, good and bad. Nice little bit of supplies. That'll help us train the new troops, at least. Not too good here. Yeah, we've been using these, so... yeah, we got a little bit to sell. We reclaimed some of the stuff we lost. It's not the end of the world. But not the greatest battle we ever fought, but I'll take the 4-1 4-1 kill ratio. That was pretty decent. So all in all, I would say that's a pretty decent battle. And all right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. If you know other people that are interested in the Ultimate General of the Civil War or the Civil War in general, and you think they might be interested in this game, I'll point them to this playlist. All right. Have a great night. Be safe.